Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 3 here at AVH, the Super European Goalball League Champions League 2021. With RGC Hansa.
Number 1, Franziska Weber. Number 3, Lisa Tribal. Number 4, Charlotte Kiescher. Number 5, Pia Knutz. And number 9, Katja Grasnap. The coach, Christoph Gotts. And assistant coach, Paul Köring. And for Lyon, number 1, Audrey Bakir. Number 4, Nadej Bethea. Number 5, Kuriakos. Number 6, Miriam Elgahusli Builia. And number 8, Louise Rompier. On staff, Andre Torres. Nabil Baish. And Farida Elgahusli. Your referees are Raquel Argueda and Vilma Venkutamat. Enjoy the game.
Todos aqueles que nos estão a acompanhar, tendo o prazer de fazer parte de mais este grande movimento de apoio ao desporto. Estamos em Odivelas, os jogos têm estado a decorrer desde anteontem, desde o primeiro golo do Sporting, que jogou contra o Moscovo, e estaremos aqui até domingo, em que descobriremos quem são os grandes campeões na categoria de homens e mulheres de goalball, nesta que é a grande Super League Goalball Europe. Estamos, como sempre, com o Bradley que nos vai acompanhar e comentar todos os jogos como especialista na área, e, como sempre, passaremos a falar em inglês para facilitar a comunicação com todos aqueles que nos estão a acompanhar à volta do mundo. Temos aqui equipas de toda a Europa com muitas línguas, e no goalball o inglês é a língua oficial. Bradley, good morning.
Good morning.
And it's up to you.
Well, thank you very much, and we have got a really good day lined up. It's the start of the Women's Champions League this morning. The first 3 games, there's only 6 teams in the Women's Champions League, and all 6 of those teams will get underway this morning. And we start with RGC Hansa and Lyon, which I'm sure will be another really fascinating game. Of course, both of these teams have men's and women's teams, and the coaches all link into each other. Nabil Baish is on the staff as well for Lyon, and he was playing for the men's team yesterday, so you have lots of different connections between the men's and women's teams. Looking at the RGC Hansa team, you've got the likes of Pia Knutz, the 25-year-old who's playing in the RGC Hansa team. It's quite a young team, actually, this RGC Hansa side. 16, 21, 25, 30. They're all under the age of 30, all a young squad. As for Lyon, a little bit older, but they've still got that experience and that youth as well to blend into their team. It's going to be another really exciting day. It's going to be intriguing, fascinating watch, and I can't wait.
And it's a different pool with a lot of new games that we can watch and understand the difference between the strategies of each team. So I think we're going to have a great day today, and great games until Sunday, when we'll finally find out who are the new champions in the women's and the men's teams.
Absolutely. It's I think if you're looking at all the teams, Sporting, of course, they won it, the Women's Champions League back in 2019.
They are champions in title in both classes
at the moment, and of course they've got Marcel Ferrer, who is the coach for the women's team, as she is for the men's. So that is a huge advantage. And Sporting, as the host, I'm sure, would love to get a victory and win the Women's Champions League, and it'll be fascinating. Their first game is against Old Power, and that
Germany
will be
against France.
Germany against France, and that will be the next game after this one. So first game though, RGC Hansa versus Lyon. Let's see.
We are 2 minutes away from the starting of the game. Today the organization is trying to keep the schedule really tight, so we believe that it's not going to be as yesterday, where the quality of the games and the environment that we feel here delayed the games until late hours of the night, of the evening. But I believe that today we're going to have a great day with a tighter schedule.
I'd like to think so. Yes, I think it'll run. It was a fantastic day yesterday. It ran very well, but I think we are going to be on schedule today, and we'll make sure we get every game underway on the start time, as it is listed on the schedule.
And as usual, I ask our viewers to tell us, where are you from?
Yes.
Why are you watching? Who is your club? Who is your team? Who's gonna win? Do you want VAR? Do you don't want VAR? What is happening with your life? Where is your brother? Tell us everything in the chat.
So we are about a minute away from getting day 3 underway in the Women's Champions League. So just a reminder, Lyon in maroon colours with RGC Hansa in red. And from your view on the live stream, it will be RGC Hansa throwing from left to right, with Lyon from right to left. I trust you had a good sleep, João, last night. Slept well?
I would sleep more. I slept with my trainers on to sleep running, to do a running sleep. It works better in Portuguese.
Tempted to hit the snooze button a few times.
A lot of times, but it was so loud as this one.
Yes.
Samir, you are back. Samir, who is watching us from Marseille, I think, and he is shouting for Lyon. Or Lyon. In French, we say Lyon. So the climate conditions are perfect, not too hot, not too cold. These are fresh teams with 0 games. Most of them arrived 2 days ago, so they are adapted already to the temperature and to the environment of the city where they are playing. So we believe that it's going to be a great game.
I think it could be also having to manage the excitement and the adrenaline, because it's been 2 days, for, like you said, for these teams, and they're just really ready to go. And here is the first throw for Hansa. Blocked on the far right. So just to confirm the 2 starting 3s for both teams. For RGC Hansa, we have number 3, Elise Triebel, 4, Charlotte Kircher, and 5, Pierre Knut. And for Lyon, we have number 1, Audrey Bakir, number 4, Nadej Berthia, and number 6, Marianne Boulia.
They are smaller, and the net has the same size. So more goals, can we predict?
Could be, yeah. Of course, with actually, as you say, 9 meters is the length of the goal, and they're all the teams here in particular are rather, the players are not as tall. We have, of course, you have the likes of Jan Boschak, who plays GC Brun, who's a giant. It's a different style of game, the women's game. I think it'd be interesting to see how the teams manage throughout the competition. Both of these teams have 5 players in their squad, so
They can change.
Can change. And they may not have maybe the power of the men's throw, but they'll have the accuracy.
And the first goal.
And there we go. And that's the first goal. It actually beats 2 of the players to go through, and our first goal in the Women's Champions League goes the way of RGC Hansa. And it is Pia Knut who gets the first goal, the 25-year-old German. Belkier, 41 years of age, playing in this Lyon team, the oldest in the squad. And I'm sure she can pass on her experience. It's interesting how far forward this Lyon team are getting forward and really attacking the ball when they're trying to defend.
In the second line. Time. 10 seconds.
And there we go, that's the 10-second marker, so it's a penalty against Lyon. And just a reminder, if you are just joining us for the first time, there is a new rule in goalball for this competition. The inclusion of the 10-second shot rule means you have to reply inside that 10 seconds. There is an LED countdown clock behind each goal. Chance for Hertha to...
The seconds.
It is Hansa double their lead.
It's the start of their dreams.
Yeah.
2 goals in the first 2 minutes. For the Germans, it's a great start.
Absolutely, they look really composed and calm this morning.
But,
And that is the closest they've come, Lyon, this morning to registering their first goal. Off the post and out.
it's fresh painted.
It is. It took a battering the
Yesterday,
goalpost yesterday.
It was really violent to the post.
Ooh, good save.
I think I saw him crying between games.
We also have the volunteers who are in white shirts, just standing on each goalpost. They are just there to position the goalpost back into play and also mop the floor.
And we're going to start the day with our virtual clapping for the volunteers who guarantee the quality and the safety and the best that they can do for everyone which is attending the event, because they are doing their best. They are bringing us water, food.
Yes.
They are taking care of the athletes.
Yeah, they sure are keeping us well replenished throughout the day.
As for our special techniques, that our special TV crew that is guaranteeing the best quality in video and all the replays and everything, and I like them a lot. It's not because they are telling me to say so on my head.
Getcha, she's already got a goal to her name this morning. Blocks with the feet. So as a reminder, it is a 12 minutes halves. The clock does stop every time the ball goes out to play. Belkier, the number 1, on the left side of the 3 for Lyon. So just a reminder, 6 teams in this competition for the Women's Champions League. So we have Sporting, who are the hosts, alongside Old Power from Finland, RGC Hansa, Malmo, Pushkia and Lyon. And there is the third goal for Hansa. What a start it is, the team from Rostock. 3-0 inside the opening 5 minutes. Great start from the team from Germany. Quick reply, looking for the opposite corner. Knut, who's playing on the right for RGC Hansa. Second penalty again given against Lyon. This could be just something that these teams are just having to get used to. It's a new rule, of course, and Lyon are just taking a time just to adjust to this 10-second shot rule, and it's another chance here for RGC Hansa to extend their lead in the opening 6 minutes. Nadège Bethier standing in the centre. She's way up in the front of the orientation area, almost she is standing in the landing area actually, in fact centrally. Who's going to take this throw then for RGC Hansa? It's going to be Kircher, and she buries it. What a start this is, RGC Hansa.
And now everything seems more difficult for Lyon.
Yeah. It's
because
been,
in their minds, in their bodies, they are feeling the 4 goals difference.
Yeah. Well, we have a little bit of an atmosphere going on here. Almost sounds like we have a drummer in the crowd. So what a start this has been for RGC Hansa. 4-0 up. Just over 5 minutes gone in this first half, and Lyon have work to do. The coaching staff of Andre Torres, Nabil Baish and Farida El Housli. Comfortable stop in the end for Kircher.
And but at the same time, really strong goal.
Penalty against Charlotte Kircher, the number 4. So this is now a really good chance for Lyon to strike and get their opening goal and just breathe a bit of confidence back into the team. Well, it's going to be the experienced Andre Belakia, the number 1, standing on the left. Well, the 10-second penalty given once again. Against Belakia.
We're going to see a protest. No. It's really strange because it didn't look like it. No, we don't see it. some complication with one of the athletes. They are changing it. I think she's bleeding from her nose.
So substitution here for Lyon. Kuriakos, the number 5, is going to come on. Places Mariam Bouelia.
Hello, Disnan, I think. Disna Adjinovic. No, we are not saying that the 10-second rule is new. What we are saying is the new clocks that they are available for everyone to see in the venue. It's one of the technological tests that are being done here in Odivelas, as also the VAR.
Well, from nearly being 4-1, it's now 5-0 to RGC Hansa. And the German team are in total control here. Pierre Knut, the number 5, experienced Pierre Knut, 25-year-old. Yes, we apologise for any confusion there. It is the inclusion of a physical 10-second marker that behind the goals.
Instead of the referees with a stopwatch or someone counting in her head, now we have a graphic clock that allows us and to the trainers and coaches and all the staff to know how much time it really is available for the next move.
Lots of support for Lyon on our stream this morning, and they need your support. And there we go, that's the first one for Lyon. They've made a mark in this game. They've got their first goal of the Women's Champions League. And didn't they need that? Just to get a bit of confidence in the side.
Let's see the answer from Hansa. Because now they need to stop this new Lyon vibe that they will start trying to, and they did it.
And there we go. The great teams, they come back straight away. They don't let anything faze them. It's 6-1 now to Hansa. Just going to have a restart here. Just a reminder from our referees, there needs to be total silence in the crowd.
It's the first game, there's a lot of excitement.
Oh, it bobbles. Oh, it could have gone anywhere, that. They've got away with it, have Lyon. Oh, and it's a second for Lyon. Pushed into the nets. The power from Audrey back here. And it couldn't be stopped. It goes into the bottom right-hand corner, and Lyon are just starting to find a bit of rhythm into this game now after a slow start. Kuriakos picks up, responds.
And a goal.
It's a timeout called here from RGC Hansa. With 4 minutes remaining in the first half. 6-2 to RGC Hansa. And it's great to have this support as well. I mean, it just makes the occasion feel even more special.
And remind us of older times.
Yeah, absolutely. This will help the players as well. Can you imagine if this place was full? It would be deafening.
We needed a better commentator box.
We haven't had any balls come firing towards the commentary box as of yet.
Of course, Zinan. I can ask to our technicians to show the clock that is above the goals, because it's one of the two new techniques that are being played here. We have that clock that they will show us in the next few moments, and also a VAR area where one extra referee is watching what's happening on the lines of the field, so they can check high balls, low balls, and goals.
Yep, and goals, and checking if the ball has gone out of play first, if it's crossed the line, all those type of things. So it's a new feature for this tournament.
And we have
VAR.
been seeing it being used rather usually.
Yeah, we've
now we have the green cards of protest that the coaches can show to the referees, and there's a sweet spot where you can show the green card, and if you are right, they will give it back to you, and you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Or you feel are wrong, they won't give you they don't give you the green cards.
Correct.
And you lose the one timeout.
Correct. So it's a big gamble. You've got to make sure that you're correct. And
yesterday we saw one game where the green card was used 2 times from Marcia Ferreira from Sporting, and the 2 times she got it back.
Absolutely. It's
and she won 1 goal that was wrongly, and I think a long ball.
And we also had an incident in the one of the games where the player was given against a high ball, and he actually even told the coach to show the green card.
In JC Perum, I think.
Correct. It was Alex Jenks, the USA player, who told his coach to show the green card, and they got the decision right.
So when you see the commentary box, we are just on our left. There's the clock over the visitors' goal, and also another clock over the home goal.
Yes, we have the VAR table just directly below the cameras to the right. And we will show the referees talking to the VAR referees when the moment comes. But at the moment, with just over 90 seconds remaining of this first half, it's Hansa who have the lead, 6-2. Lyon are just starting to fight their way back into this game after a slow start. And the game has just picked up a pace here as the ball just trickles backwards, but it goes wide in the end.
These moves are really tricky because they can lose notion where the ball is. One minute to go in this first half of Hansa Lyon in the C pool of the Championship League here in Odivelas. So you are liking Odivelas?
I am certainly enjoying it. I wish I could see a little bit more, but of course we are based here for the next couple of days. But we take a coach from the hotel every morning, and I can see the wonderful sights of Lyon. And this morning, actually, we passed the Benfica football stadium.
Oh, we'll not talk about that because here is Sporting.
Of course.
And they are not friends. Just kidding.
Big rivals in the city of Lisbon, Benfica and Sporting Lisbon Football Club.
And you haven't seen the Sporting stadium?
I haven't, no.
Oh.
Not yet. Not
Strange
yet.
route the coach takes.
And there goes the hooter for half-time then between Lyon and Hansa. And it's Hansa, the Germans, who are leading 6-2 in this one. After a blistering start, they went 5-0 up. And Lyon have just managed to peg them back a little bit in the final few minutes of that first half. And we're just going to take a look at some of the replays.
This one was really tricky. The penalty. This is unfortunate because the ball passes under the athlete, and another penalty.
Yeah, another thing that certainly in that first half was that Lyon just hadn't got to grips with that 10-second marker, this inclusion of this 10-second marker that's a bit more pronounced in the games now with the hooter.
I'm going to ask to the crew to show us the clocks and the VAR table because there's a curious viewer that wants to see it. So can I ask to show the clocks and the VAR table? They are preparing. They will gonna show us.
I'm sure we'll be able to demonstrate to our viewers at some point in the course of the action the LED 10-second marker behind the goal. There's one behind each goal.
Yeah. And they are preparing the shots because also the TV crew needs to enjoy these moments without the tension of the game.
Yeah, just take a moment to relax. So with the 3 minutes half-time break.
And here it comes in, I think, 3, 2, 1, and there's the clock. There are two of those, one on each side, and they are synced, so the both screens show exactly the same thing. And we also have a VAR area where the referees are talking about what happened in the game, and they have that computer controller that sees a lot of cameras that they have around the court. Those cameras are not linked to this broadcast for, I don't know, law reasons or something.
Operational.
Or it's secret or something like that. But they have different images that we see here. But they also see what we see.
Yes.
So the referees or the VAR table has more information than the viewers.
Yes.
Because they see what we see plus the cameras of the VAR.
Yes, and they have that big TV screen directly in front of them that's divided.
I will take it
into
home.
4. Yeah, it's a nice TV for sure, and it's divided into 4 sections so they can watch the replays all at the same time from the different angles. And
we'll try to show it along the way more. We can even make a story about it. So be with us, and we'll show you more more of what is happening here in Odivelas with this new technology. My English is rustier at the morning.
it's okay as the day goes on.
I really need to use the hashtag sorry Shakespeare.
So the officials just having a word with the coaches of Lyon and the number 6, Miriam El Housli, who came off in that first half. She, I think, appeared to be suffering with a nosebleed.
Yeah. Maybe from the stress. Because it's not from the sun. So Zena is happy with these tests and these changes, and he hopes that they are permanent. We'll see.
We'll see as time goes on. It's just the start.
Obrigado for showing me. He's already speaking Portuguese and all. De nada.
It's an absolute pleasure. We want to make sure that the viewers at home know the new rules and the new technology that's happening. So half-time substitution for Lyon. Louise Rompierre has come on and immediately has to defend the penalty. And it's 7-2. Well, that's an introduction and a half for Louise Rompierre. 7-2.
I can see from our booth that the next game is already being negotiated because they are throwing the coin for choosing the field and all of that.
And the referees have to sign off on the team sheets as well before every game. Our next fixture will be Sporting versus Old Power. And here's another one for RGC Hansa, 8-2. And of course a reminder that if there is a 10-goal margin between the scores, then the game is automatically won before the end. We had it a couple of times yesterday.
Yes, and I won a few cookies.
Yes.
We have been betting cookies for some aspects of the games, but it's too soon to bet any cookies on this game. And Sporting and Old Power are probably 2 of the favorites for the Group C.
I think so.
So it's going to be a good game. Ten seconds again.
So a restart here. Out of play.
Out.
It was the number 4, Charlotte Kircher.
Almost. And another one.
3 away now, RGC Hansa in total control. Are we going to see this game finish before the end in our first game?
I'm pretty sure that we can bet our cookie because the distance is growing up and we don't feel the will from Lyon team to change it. So
it's been a bit of a shaky start from Lyon. They just
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Well, the ball was just trickling towards the halfway point.
Yesterday we saw some players throwing the ball out of the field just to don't get the 10 seconds penalty.
Well, that was a good example of that. The ball was sort of just trickling towards the halfway line, and because the ball is actually still in play in the Hansa half,
it's better to shake it off.
It's better if they can, just to try and clear it away. But couldn't do it in the nick of time. Brilliant finish. Brilliant finish.
Great work.
And that, again, is just going to breathe confidence into this Lyon team.
See why I don't bet my cookie?
Off the post. It just comes off the post. And
But it's not the
agonising.
luckiest move I've seen here. Yesterday we have a ball that was all up the net.
It was
running
GC
just
Peroon. I think the ball was just running across the line.
Across the line and not passing it.
Oh, another brilliant finish. He just goes under the body of Kuriakos, the number 4, standing on the left post. She didn't really feel like she committed to the stop there.
They heard us. They heard us telling, you need more will, and they will do it. And it's a beautiful picture. The coaches and the players of Lyon all seated there like a happy family.
Yes. Yeah, we've seen
watching the game.
Quite a few different positions of the coaches. We've had somebody in the lotus position, you were saying yesterday, their yoga
The stressed
pose.
ones.
Yes.
The JC Peroon coach, which is I will call it what we'll call the JC Peroon technician position.
Yeah, it was a lunge, a leaning lunge with the
something like that, or running home.
Yes. Well, good opportunity here for Lyon. It just hits the feet. She actually just went in front of the ball, but just got her foot to it. 10 minutes to go in this second half. Just drifts wide. We've had a couple of those on that far left corner. And Lyon are just starting to work their way into this game. They've had some big chances.
They're probably like me. They have difficult mornings. They need to warm up.
We had the RGC Hansa team wanting to plug in their coffee machine this morning. And they were trying to find a spare socket. Coffee is important in the morning.
Yeah, of course. Our crew has a machine just for them. Did you know?
No.
If you want an espresso, you can ask us.
Brilliant.
Because
Oh, that I
it's
think
like
that'll come in
fuel
handy.
for them.
Well, that's. I think that'll come in handy for us.
Of course. We can bet
Better espressos.
So it's all approved. The voices in my head are telling me that it's all approved. You can have as much coffee as you want.
Well, that is great news. That will be the fuel of our day, I'm sure. Now with Lyon here, can they just close the gap even further? They have time in this second half for sure. Only the 5 goals separate. We've had comebacks yesterday. In fact, it was the Lyon men's team yesterday who were on the wrong side of a comeback from Brussels yesterday in the men's side of the competition. Now can Lyon turn the tables and do it in the women's competition?
It was one of the games of yesterday.
It was a brilliant game, absolutely brilliant game. Where it was Lyon who were leading 8-3 and Brussels came back to claim the victory. It was, as you quite rightly put, João, it was one of the games of the day, I think, yesterday.
We can suggest to our viewers to try and go and watch some of the games of yesterday, because we have a trio or something more than that of great games.
In particular, the GC Perun Sporting
the
first half was electric,
was brilliant,
absolutely brilliant, end to end. I'd highly recommend you get a chance to watch that.
French teams, that French-spoken teams of Marseille, Lyon against Brussels was a great game also, because it was always turning the winner.
Off the post, what a brilliant finish. That was pinpoint accuracy from Pierre Knoots, the 25-year-old.
We have the replay. Perfect line. Whoa, perfect.
So the referee's just giving some advice to our volunteers.
This is the chief of the referees of the event. She knows everything about goalball regulations, and we also have the president, I think, of the referees for the world, which is a Turkish, pretty nice guy. I changed a few words with him, and we can say that we have the elite of the teams, but also the elite of the referees here in Odivelas for these days.
And it has to be said that the standard of refereeing so far has been very, very high, and it's helped the games.
And I think, I'm not sure, that she's also a coach, because she received a prize, remember? Out, too wide.
Well, we now have all 3 of the Lyon coaches standing up in the technical area. Andre Torres, Nabil Bayesh and Farida El Gahoussi. Oh, good finish again. Timeout's been called by Lyon. It's 11-4 now. They're 3 away from victory, the German side. I was speaking to some of the referees this morning, and they were saying that they like the early morning starts because it's cooler.
You see? The climate has something to say in the goalball judging.
Yeah, predicting another nice day here in Lisbon.
I just saw Marcio Ferreira from Sporting coming out, checking the result and going back. They need to know what's happening in this game for the next game, because the score will affect the group result. So And you can see that everybody is really tense and everybody wants to win.
The opening games can be so crucial to get off to a good start.
And we are now 3 goals away, or 7 minutes away of the ending of this game.
So, yeah, a reminder that there's only 6 teams in the Women's Champions League. Off the post. And it just trickles along the touchline. Good work in the end to get rid of the ball and even have a throw on goal by Louise Ronbier. The return is quickly supplied back, but blocked by Lyon. Handed over duties to Melchior on this far side. Goes for that favoured corner again. It's been blocked out by Charlotte Kircher.
Oh, I didn't say, let's play goalball.
From now on.
It was too early. Ringo is back. He's saying, good day. Ringo, you need to use the hashtag bring Bradley again. You say good day and bring Bradley again.
So substitution here for RGC Hansa. And it's been a good performance so far.
They're changing.
Lisa Triebel comes off for RGC Hansa. And Franziska Weber is going to come on for the German team. Pia Knut also coming off.
Almost a complete change. Tactics. Maybe fresher players with more strength.
Well, we have Katia Grasnap, who is 16 years of age, one of the youngest players here at the Champions League.
And Ringo has used the Bring Bradley Again hashtag because he's a customer user.
He's very kind.
No, usual customer, something like that. How do you say it?
Consistent
Almost
viewer?
a friend.
Almost a friend? Well, no, he is a friend to
He's
me.
a man. Oh, Ringo.
That's very kind. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time here.
For those who don't know, we are trying to get Bradley to come again to Lisbon and accompanying us with the World Teams Championship, I think, in November, which will take place again in Portugal. And I think Bradley is almost convinced. So.
I'll have to check the schedule, the diary, make sure. But thank you, it's been a brilliant time already, and the goal ball has been fantastic. So into the final quarter of this match, 6 minutes remaining, 3 goals for RGC Hansa to secure the victory here. Throw down this near side, almost just a trickle towards that corner, and when those slow ones, it almost can be a bit off-putting because you're just almost anticipating, wait for the ball to come to you, and you can sometimes misjudge them.
Yeah.
So every RGC Hansa player has got onto the court, and that's a good way just to get everyone familiarised with the settings and everyone having some game time early on. 5 minutes remaining. High ball called against Ronpierre, the number 8 for Lyon. So opportunity to make it 12. Oh, it's a good save in the centre.
And we're going to see a change on the Lyon team. This was the player that I think had bloody nose, and she needed to be changed.
So yeah, she's come back onto the
But
court
I think
now.
she was really sad, so it's...
It's good to see her back out on the court. She was, I think she was suffering with an injury earlier on, and she's back on now and instantly wants to get on the act, and it just whistles past the post, almost skims the far post of the RGC Hansa goal.
So with 4.5 minutes, do you want to bet your cookie?
Not quite yet.
I have good news for you, Bradley, because Ringo is telling that we're all going to drink an espresso and eat pastel de nata, which is a sweet, very important here in Lisboa. Did you try a pastel de nata? It's like a small cake with creams inside.
Sounds
like
lovely.
a croissant with creams inside or something. I'm gonna be killed for this description, but it's a pastel de nata. You can look in the internet.
Thank you that's very kind, and it sounds delightful. And what is equally delightful is that RGC Hansa have extended their lead. It's 12-4, so they're 2 away now with under 4 minutes remaining.
They are again aiming for the extremes.
Yeah,
we
really.
have been seeing this. They fine-tuning the aiming and
going for precision.
Because we need to say to our viewers that this is their first game in this court. They never played here, so.
And also, bear in mind, they've had potentially, some of these teams have had 2 days to follow and follow the rest of the tournament and get themselves prepared. And I think they were both just desperate to get out on the court and play after it feels probably like a long time.
I believe that if we have a bigger venue, they would be playing all day in other courts if they were available.
Well, on Sunday they will separate the games and they will play in a separate court, as we'll have an earlier finish. Oh, and Lyon have hit back, 12-5, just to extend this game even further. Lyon, it's been a theme really of all the games where you feel that the team have maybe got it in the bag or they're so close to winning, but then the opposition,
nobody throws the towel here.
Don't. It's a real battle, a real fight right to the very end, and it's a credit
Even
to all
the
these
games
teams.
that are won by technical knockouts,
Yep.
They are fought until the end.
Yep.
You don't see the discrepancy that we see in the result. We rarely see it on the court. They are checking if everything is okay with the eye shadow. The referees do it a lot of times to be sure that everything is like it should be. And out.
So the players will have eye patch initially over their eyes and then the eye shades. And every player has to have that because we have different variations of people with different visual impairments. Equipment check once again. 2.5 minutes remaining, and RGC Hansa are on course to register the first 3 points of the Women's Champions League here in Lisbon. So, just a reminder that if RGC Hansa score 3 more without a reply from Lyon, they will win the game before the end of normal time. It's been a really interesting battle between these two sides. Lyon just clinging on and causing a few more troubles as Hansa raced into a 5-0 lead in that first half, and Lyon have managed just to peg them back slightly.
At this point, we are led to believe that we're going to see the end of the clock.
I'm glad I didn't bet that cookie.
Yeah. But 3 goals are possible in 1 minute.
Oh, there we go. And it wasn't the most powerful, but it was accurate, and it almost deceived the Lyon defence. But the precision, if we get another opportunity to have a replay on that, it would be...
And the old power coach comes outside to see how's the score. It's really interesting to see these movements between the coaches and the technicians of the team to check the opposition and see what's what.
Yeah, everyone is so invested in every game, aren't they? They just want to see what's going on
really
in
wide.
The different games. We will have the conclusion of the group stages of the men's as well today. We have 3 more games coming from the men's side of the competition coming up later. Oh, and there's another one for Lyon that just sneaks in. Well, it's certainly been a better half for Lyon this second half. So 6 seconds, I should say,
6 seconds
are remaining, and at the moment it's Hansa who have the game won. Can they add another one? No, they can't, and that is that. Full time, first game, and it's a resounding victory for RGC Hansa. It's a perfect start from the team from Germany.
Next game we're going to have Sporting against All Power. A game that everybody is expecting.
It's going to be
the probable favorites for the Pool C. That you can watch here in YouTube with KuriakosTV. You just need to go to the playlist and check what's on the menu.
Absolutely. There's another really good game coming up next. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be great.
We'll be back. Be back with us. Até já.